So, without further ado, would we all clap Gia Drew from EqualityMaine on.
Yeah! Here we go! So, what comes to mind when you think of summer camp? I hope it's this. No? Understandable. For me, this was my experience. This is William Lawrence Camp, an all-boys Episcopal sports outdoor camp located in beautiful, very buggy, central New Hampshire, not far from Lake Winnipesaukee, the third largest lake in New England. The Winnipesaukee are a sub-tribe of the Pennacock, and they lived and fished in the area for centuries before their land and water was stolen. To be fair, I feel very fortunate I had the opportunity to go to camp at all. I'm the only one of my 6 brothers and sisters who was afforded the luxury to go to sleepaway camp. I must have been a real pain in the ass to my parents. Unfortunately, most young people don't have the opportunity to go to summer camp or engage in any summer program. I also know that being queer can make the idea of going away to summer camp more like a horror movie. So why not make a summer camp for LGBTQ youth? And who knows, maybe it'll be the best week of a young person's life. Thus was born our New Leaders Project, a leadership academy for LGBTQ+ youth and allies to empower the leaders of tomorrow today. Real quick for a snapshot for those who don't know much about EqualityMaine. EqualityMaine was founded in 1984 in the aftermath of the murder of Charlie Howard, a young man thrown off a bridge in Bangor, killed just because he was gay. The Maine Lesbian Gay Political Alliance was born shortly thereafter and evolved into what is now EqualityMaine. For those who haven't visited Maine yet, please come. We're the oldest state in terms of median age, and unfortunately, we're one of the whitest states. Maine is very rural and larger than the rest of New England combined. Maine is known for its extensive coastline, which runs more than 3,000 miles from Portsmouth, New Hampshire to St. Stephen's, New Brunswick. We're also known for mountains, pine trees, chickadees, moose, snow, and lots of it, blueberries, lobster, and yes, Stephen King. In the aftermath of the historic 2012 marriage victory, my entry point into EqualityMaine, we invested in addressing and improving the lives of LGBTQ+ youth, especially support for people living in rural spaces, which is most of Maine. To do this, we deliver many things: professional development to schools, an LGBT youth coalition that meets every month, promote and consult with school districts on school policy. We host 2 Safe Schools Conference every year, and we empower young people through our New Leaders Project, a free summer camp for LGBTQ+ youth. To be honest, our youth programming got off to a rocky start. Our first 7 camps were day camps, meeting once a week for 4 or 5 hours over a span of 6 weeks. While the program was strong, attendance and participation was a challenge. Getting teenagers from point A to point B was a real challenge in a rural state with very little public transportation. So we changed things up in 2017 and turned our day camp into a night camp. Attendance tripled and improved experience was profound for our campers. A little sample of our program. We cover self-empowerment, consent, LGBTQ sex ed, self-care, intersectionality, leadership and values, arts and social justice, taking action, LGBTQ history, intergenerational conversations, careers and college planning, relationship building, and more things, of course. The other 11.75 parts of the year, our young people are engaged in our work, and we're engaged with them in their local communities, which is really important. They help us plan and operate LGBT Lobby Day at the State House. They testify on behalf of our bills, helped us get conversion therapy banned in Maine. We help them do trainings in schools. And new this summer, we've increased our attendance from 30 to 55. We've increased our counselors from 4 to 11. We've added middle-aged youth to our program. We've added STED program, and we're going to visit a queer-owned alpaca farm. How big is that? Wait, how do you fund this? Of course, right? Our amazing team, our staff, our board, grants, in-person fundraising, partnerships, and other creative avenues. That's how we get this done. So what are you waiting for? There are so many young people who need to feel loved, have the space to breathe, and learn how to stand up for themselves. Make a commitment to young people and you won't be disappointed. You might not get much sleep, especially if you're camp director, but it's worth it. They are worth it. Thanks, Mel.